Welcome back. Recently, someone left me a comment asking if I would talk a little bit more about pantyhose, maybe to the younger generation, to see if they were willing to reconsider wearing pantyhose again. Now, I've worn stockings and then I moved on to pantyhose. Pantyhose actually started in 1959 when Ellen Grant had a pregnant wife who couldn't get into her garter belt anymore and she refused to go out. So he came up with the idea of taking a pair of her stockings and sewing them to a pair of her panties, and he called them panty legs, and then they evolved into pantyhose. And that's what I'm wearing today. Now, I think the best way to approach pantyhose is to talk about the pros and the cons. And we'll start with the cons because I always like my videos to end in a good note. So we'll talk about the cons. You have to make sure that you have a pair of pantyhose that match what you're wearing. And the one thing you don't want to happen is you're all dressed and you're ready to go and you look in the mirror and you have a run. So there is cost involved because once pantyhose runs, you really can't salvage them unless you wear them under pants, and then you have to go out and buy a new pair. So there's that. Also, I think that pantyhose is associated with grandmas. Now, I wore them in the 70s and 80s, and I'm a grandma, and yes, I wore them. So I guess that's probably where that association came from. And I think what's happened is everyone has started dressing very casually. And so I think it's just easier to not think about wearing pantyhose. And just go about your day in a casual way. Now, I have a sign on my wall over here, and it says, if in doubt, overdress. I love to dress up. Now, that doesn't mean I wear my high-low to the supermarket, because of course I don't do that, but I like to dress for the day. I like to look neat and put together and wear something that I feel comfortable being in and just looking good for the day. And so I would say that the pros of pantyhose are this. As we go through life, when we're younger, your legs are kind of flawless and, everything is all good there. And then you go through childbirth or you might go through an illness and then all of a sudden your legs change. I had a young woman actually say to me one day that she wears pantyhose because she has such problems with her legs because of an illness, and pantyhose does a great job of covering up the flaws. It reminds me of the fact that I have rosacea. And so what I do is I wear a very nice makeup to cover the flaws, and no one really knows that I even have it. And it's the same thing with pantyhose. It does give your leg that flawless look, no matter what color. You can get them in different colors and different textures. And today's dresses, which I'll tell you about this one in a minute, are all these bodycon dresses that are very form-fitting. And so you can get pantyhose with a control top that kind of holds you in when your body wants to do this, right? And so aside from just giving you this flawless look, they can look very, very elegant. And you can get them inexpensively and you can buy beautiful pairs that absolutely give the look that you're looking for with the outfit that you want to wear it with. So whether or not the younger generation is going to go back to wearing pantyhose, well, I guess time will tell. But in the meantime, I think that they're a wonderful accessory to an outfit, especially when you want to wear something special. So let me tell you about today's dress because it's a little bit different. These are my favorite pairs of Stuart Weitzman, very pointy, very high pump, which I love. They have a kind of a leopard look to them. And I think in the camera, this dress looks navy blue, but it's really black. So let me show you what this dress is about. This dress looks like this. It kind of looks like a column dress, but what it does is it has this tie here. And so what happens is you go like this. This is how the dress actually is before you put it on. And then you take it and you fold it over and you tie it like so, and got that little bow going on there. And then you have this beautiful kind of column looking dress, and it's made by Calvin Klein, and it's such a simple cotton fabric. It can be dressed down or it can absolutely be dressed up. So I hope maybe we can approach pantyhose in a little bit better way. Time will tell, but in the meantime, I have a very special pair of stockings that I'm going to be showing around Valentine's Day, so be watching for that video. And in the meantime, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you at my next video.